So how did you miraculously lose 1.2 pounds in 90 seconds?
Well, when I left my room, I thought my scale was correct, and I told him, I said, your scale's wrong. You know, I said, can I weigh again? I didn't know the rule was that you had time after. I just wanted to get back on the scale. So with the rule, though, when I was notified that I do have the ability to step back on the scale, and I had 2 hours after, it was like I was going to either make weight then or I was going to make weight in 2 hours. So it's really a non-issue. I think people just need stuff to talk about.
So it's more optics, really, because you would have had 2 hours.
Yeah, I would have had 2 hours. It still would have happened.
What was going on during those 2 minutes in the back? Were they informing you that you can go back out?
I just was like, I was complaining. I was like arguing. I was like, man, I was like, the scale's wrong. I was like, I just left upstairs and I was on weight. I don't understand why all week it's been weighing the same and now it's a little bit heavy.
John Jones told Flow Combat today he thought it was very unprofessional that you didn't make weight. Do you have a comment on that?
John Jones talking about somebody being unprofessional.
I thought you'd like that quote.
I mean, wow. Come on.
Sorry, were you going to say on it?
John Jones calling someone unprofessional is pretty crazy, but whatever.
But then everybody talks about the towel. How do you answer that?
I mean, I didn't want you guys to see my junk.
No, man, you hold the towel.
To not see my junk?
No. You hold the towel, man.
That's your belief, not mine.
Okay, that's what the image says.
Do you worry, because he is right, a lot of people thought that you were, so do you want to just describe the towel? Because it seemed like there was a lot of people who thought that the towel was why you made weight.
What is doing that do? I don't understand. It's not something I've done before, you know, so I don't. No, I just wanted to make sure I didn't show my junk.
I mean, was this, looking back on the morning, this is a title fight, 5 rounds. It's difficult for you to make weight as it is. Was it draining at all just emotionally to have to think like, well, it's not a title fight anymore? Like you said, up on the scale, you thought it wasn't.
It was only a couple minutes, you know, so I mean, I don't know. You know, it didn't come into my head. When I went back, I immediately started saying, something's wrong with the scale.
You've recently called out, you've said recently that Anthony Johnson and John Jones, those are the guys you're just going to fight over and over again. But you mentioned another name recently, Gilbert Francis. Is he on your mind lately?
No, that was just my childhood bully, but everybody had one. So, yeah, he's my friend now, actually.
You guys have buried the hatchet?
Yeah, until he starts to bully me again, he still thinks he can do it.
Your last fight was against Anderson Silva on 2 days' notice. In hindsight, it seems like that fight was almost too weird to happen in reality. Do you ever think back and it's like, wow, did that fight actually happen?
It's crazy, you know. I mean, I was lucky enough to compete against a guy many believe is the greatest fighter of all time. That's how I look at that. So, yeah, it came together and it happened, you know, but I moved forward.